Hey everybody, we're here once again to talk about weird advertisements we find in old books. Today, the book that we're looking at is British Ferns and Mosses by Thomas Moore. It's a pretty cool old book. The long title is British Ferns and Their Allies Comprising Ferns, Club Mosses, Pepperworts, and Horsetails. It's by Thomas Moore, FLS, meaning he's a member of the Linnaeus Society of London. It's got some cool book plates in the back, but we are not concerned about that. We're not interested in that. We are interested in the weird old ads. It's from 1894, and so we've got some interesting stuff. So let's get into it. Rowland's Articles, and then a list of products that Rowland's Articles supplies. We've got Odonto, Macassar Oil, Calidor, Essence of Tyre, and Euconia. Odonto, I think, just means that it refers to the teeth and stuff like that. So it's a non-gritty tooth powder. It whitens the teeth, prevents decay, and sweetens the breath, and is more efficacious than pastes or washes. Then Macassar oil, I don't know a ton about it, but I'm pretty sure it is this oil solution. If you look at old photos of men in particular, they have this really shiny hair. The European men tended to do. Essence of Tyre, T-Y-R-E, Tyre. I looked it up briefly. Tyre, in this case, just is the British spelling of Tyre. It says effectually dyes red or gray hair a permanent brown or black. Does that mean they were using like rubber tires to 1894? I mean, it's possible. Using rubber tires to dye their hair. Again, if you know, put something in the comments about it. And then Euconia. Now, below that, we've got Robinson's Patent Groats. I had to look this up, too. I didn't know what a groat was. This is a groat. Barley, wheat kind of creation that you make into a gruel. And this is what it says. Gruel made from patent groats and milk forms a perfect diet and is much more appetizing than that made from oatmeal. Below that, we've got Borwick's baking powder. But let's look at the back. Here we go. Good old Melon's Food. Melon's Food. Melon's Food for infants, for invalids. Her Imperial Majesty, the Empress of Germany, has testified to the efficacy of Melon's Food. So, a high endorsement there. The highest award, the meal and diploma at the Chicago exhibition. And then we've got a little testimonial here from Whalebone Cottage, Brighton, South Australia. And then Melon's Emulsion of Cod Liver Oil. Delicious. It cures coughs and colds, invaluable for bronchitis, etc. For children and adults. So you mix some melons with some cod liver oil and you are good to go. Next page we've got, from dawn to sunset, the want of nutriment is the cause of disease. Apparently, during the night, you could have causes of disease that have nothing to do with the want of nutriment. But anyways, this is apparently an ad for both milk and what's called Eno's fruit salt. This is mildly terrifying, this description here. As milk is the only perfect food, the above facts prove the importance of milk when sipped hot. So we're going hot milk here. When you have drawn an overdraft in the bank of life. Hot milk is the only true food for the prevention of disease, influenza, sleeplessness, etc. If you've ever gotten the flu, it's just because you weren't drinking enough hot milk. Influenza, sleeplessness, etc., semicolon, parentheses, premature death. Close parentheses. In any form of physical or mental strain, use hot milk and Eno's, quote, fruit salt. The next one we've got is from the laboratory of Thomas Jackson in the appropriately named Strange Ways, Manchester, all the year round. And again, this is from 1894. The top item here is Prince Albert's Cashew. I love this description. Dainty morsels in the form of tiny silver bullets, which dissolve in the mouth and surrender to the breath their hidden fragrance. You want better breath? Chew on some silver bullets. Then scrolling down, here's a unique one. Waynesboro's Metallic Nipple Shields. This is for nursing ladies to prevent sore nipples. You just need some metallic nipple shields, apparently. And yeah, 1894, sold by the principal druggist and haberdashers. And then on the back is kind of a fun one, too. Pears Soap. The world-renowned pear soap, a perfectly pure soap. It keeps the pores open, the complexion clear, and the hands and skin soft. A very durable soap. And then what's delightful about this one is that it has a little jingle, apparently in association with this Mrs. Lily Langtry, this singer, I guess. The jingle is written out in musical notes, so you can like sing it and sing along, I guess. I have found it matchless for the hands and complexion. I have found it matchless for the hands and complexion. That's just a guess. I don't actually know how to sight read. If you do know how to sight read, please stitch this and correct my pure guess as to how that's sung. But anyways, yeah. British Ferns and Mosses, a delightful book in its content, but then also in its very antiquated patent medicine advertisements.